Some recipes deserve more than just a kitchen. They deserve a setting. While staying at the beautiful Kobani Kawana Experience, surrounded by lush greenery, beautiful walking trails, and the sound of nature, I knew exactly what I wanted to cook. A whole baked red snapper, slowly roasted inside a Chilean-style barrel oven, served alongside buttery Dasheen boil and fry. Classic Trinbagonian dish where tender Dasheen is sauteed with butter, fresh herbs and aromatics. It's rustic, comforting, and exactly the kind of meal that feels right in a place like this. One of the things I was most looking forward to was cooking with this Chilean-style barrel oven. Its enclosed design allows the heat to circulate evenly, gently roasting the fish while locking in moisture and flavour. While the oven comes up to temp, I'll prepare the fig leaves. Here in Trinidad Tobago, fig leaves are often used to wrap food before cooking. Passing them briefly over the flame softens the leaves so they don't tear when wrapping the fish, while also adding a delicate earthy aroma as everything bakes together. For our roast fish, we're gonna make a seasoning paste. So here I have some green seasoning. Just gonna be adding to the bowl here first. This has all your chive, shadow benny, pimento, garlic, hot pepper, fine thyme, some ginger, everything you need. Then we go in with some of my pimento sauce. And next we just go in with some mustard. Mustard always complements fish very well and helps to kill some of that freshness. Then we go in with some shadow benny. Can't go wrong with too much shadow benny. Lastly, of course, some salt. Be generous with the salt and black pepper. I like to make this paste to help, to find it sticks or holds on better to the fish. Show you all how that looks. Alright, so we're gonna set this aside and move on to the fish. Here we have a whole red snapper. So we're gonna get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is add our seasoning blend. So we start with our green seasoning. We're gonna get it all inside the fish. To get some of the pimento butter as well. Get them inside of there. Then we're just gonna top dress with some carrots and some okra. I mean, really and truly at this point you could top dress with anything you want. Now we have everything in, we're gonna close them up. So again, we have him layered on fig leaf, some wax paper, or you could use parchment paper and foil. Close them up tight. We wanna lock in all the moisture so the fish could steam in the oven. For the side, I'm making a simple Trinbagonian Dasheen boil and fry. I start by peeling the Dasheen and cutting it into roughly 1-inch cubes. Now here's a little detail that makes a big difference. I place the Dasheen into a pot of cold water, season the water with salt, and then bring everything up to a boil. Starting the Dasheen in cold water allows the heat to gradually work its way into the center of each piece, rather than the outside cooking much faster than the inside. The goal here isn't to boil the Dasheen until it falls apart. We want it to cook all the way through, but still firm enough to hold its shape when we fry it later. That means keeping an eye on it as it cooks. While our Dasheen cooks, I prepare the aromatics that are going to build the flavor for the fry. Fresh garlic, shadow benny, and fine thyme. To check for doneness, I simply slide a knife into one of the larger pieces. It should go through easily without the Dasheen feeling hard in the center. Once it's tender, I strain it immediately and give it a quick rinse under cold water. That cold rinse stops the cooking process, which helps prevent the Dasheen from continuing to soften while it sits. And because we're going to finish it in a skillet, this gives us a much better chance of keeping those pieces intact rather than ending up with mashed Dasheen. Once the garlic, shadow benny, and fine thyme have had a chance to release their flavor, I add my pimento sauce and give everything a good stir. I also season with a little salt at this stage before adding the Dasheen. It's much easier to distribute the seasoning evenly through the butter and aromatics while there's still plenty of room in the pan, as opposed to doing it after you add the Dasheen. Once you add the Dasheen, you want to handle it as little as possible so these pieces stay intact. And this is why I always taste before I call it finished. The Dasheen has absorbed some of that seasoning, so I give it one final taste and adjust from there. And that's our Dasheen boil and fry. Tender on the inside, still holding its shape and coated in that buttery pimento flavor. This is probably my favorite part of cooking, getting to slow down and actually enjoy what you've made. And having a meal like this, surrounded by nature at Kobani Kawana, made it even better. Sometimes you really don't need much more than good food, good company, and a beautiful place to enjoy it.